That's good. You want to start with, Gary? Let's go find those stairs. Hello, everyone that is watching. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. I do apologize if there's a little bit too much background noise because there is a movie playing in the background. Hi. We got a new moon in Sagittarius that is coming up on the 7th. And I wanted to come and do readings for you guys, okay? So welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you need to reach me for spiritual work, the link to my website is below, okay? I do offer cleanses, hex removers, unblockages, money spells, love spells, beauty spells, fertility spells, okay? We're going to do the universal for the new moon and then individual signs, okay? Hit that thumbs up. Hold on. I thought I had paused that. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Let's not even wait and dilly-dally. I am an authentic psychic empath medium. Okay, I also do medium readings as well. I love using the cards though. They are so very, very accurate. Spirits work perfectly with the cards for some reason. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. For everyone universally, what messages do you have for the new moon in Sagittarius coming up on December the 7th, 2018? Okay. Right. It's an excellent time for positive changes. Let me grab my timestamp real quick for the universal new moon reading. If you guys just bear with me for one moment, I need to get the timestamp. They kind of changed this, the way that they're doing this. So for some reason, it no longer shows you the timestamp. That's so bizarre that they would do that. All right, let me see here. How long have I been live? I think it'll tell it to you. Okay. So about 6 minutes. All right, we'll just say around 7 minutes. All right, let's get started, y'all. You know why they did that? They changed the design of the little thing. It used to tell you the exact timestamp of where you were. Like, I don't know, sometimes when they make these changes, it's not for the good. It's all good. Okay, I think I figured out how to calculate it. I think it shows at the beginning of the hangout. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, the Chariot, 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So there's a lot of people that are desiring change. A lot of people trying to manifest. Then also I can see with the 7 of Pentacles that spirits are saying that there's definitely an abundance of energy that's out there. There's definitely an abundance of energy that is out there. For your finances, as well as for those of you that are feeling blocked. So the 7 of Wands is where you're sort of feeling stuck and you're like, where am I going? 6 of Swords comes up. So a lot of you feel like the new moon is going to be a very powerful time for people that are trying to manifest change in their life. In particular, if you have a situation that is not making you happy, that you feel like you're stuck in and you want to get out of it. So I feel like the universe, I feel like the energies are going to open up for that. And I feel like the Queen of Wands comes up because this is actually Sagittarius right here. And I feel like what Sagittarius represents is the archer. And I am going to grab because I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot. So humor me on this, guys, because when I train people on using the cards, I always tell them to show respect to the book that was created with the tarot deck. So this is one of those times where I want to go to the book, and I always do that. I do. All right, hold on. I'm going to try to find she represents the strength card as well, because she represents the Leo female also. So it is about being strong. Yes, it is. But there's something else that I want to tell you, because I've been reading. I try to read this book. I do. Guys, the kids are watching Flowers in the Attic. Hey, Bria. It's going to be a chiller tomorrow. Keep the baby bundled up inside. Oh, yeah. Oh, is it? Are you in Georgia, Bria? I don't even look at the weather. I'm just kind of usually taken by surprise. But thanks for the heads up, because I'll just order groceries in. I've been getting out and going to the grocery store and stuff. Okay, guys, I don't know why I can't find this heifer. Okay, hold on. Here we go. I think I'm about to find it. Okay, the Queens. The Queen of Wands is a powerful, dynamic woman whose passion expresses itself through generosity and creativity. Full of energy and often willful, she loves challenge and excitement and makes an excellent leader. She knows how to get her own way, but usually does this with charm and flair. Her optimistic approach to life and her vibrant personality generate the charisma needed to pull together teams of people. And she is good at communicating the big picture and inspiring others with her vision. Often acting as a catalyst in a relationship or organization. She is usually confident and full of ideas and energy, but if she or a friend is attacked, she can be ferocious in defense. As a lover or parent, she is strong and warm, but may tend to be domineering. Okay. When the card does not denote a person, it may represent a calling to voluntary or charitable work, or to working with the powers of the land, particularly those related to fire in the earth of dragon or ley lines. Okay. In reverse, this card often denotes someone who is destructive, though, who limits the freedom of others, and whose behavior is ruled by jealousy, possessiveness, and manipulation. They may try to dominate others or to misuse others' will to get their own way. Receiving this card in a reading may not refer to a person, however, and could instead indicate that your plans and ambitions are thwarted at present, possibly by someone who is jealous of you. And see, this is what I would tell you anyway, but I wanted to read it from the book. Okay, so this is a general reading for everybody. Okay, so it may be something different. This, if you're getting a private reading, this could represent your brother. I'll be like, this is your brother and he's feminine, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Okay, so possibly by someone who is jealous, though. And you know what, this is the story over and over again. Okay, or by your own attempts to be overbearing or manipulative. It often takes a long time to learn how to use one's own willpower skillfully and without guile, and this may be the lesson the card is trying to reach. Okay, so that's the Queen of Wands. So that is the advice that she's offering in this reading. Okay, she's telling you to pay attention and to be strong. There's a lot of you that want to move away from your present situation. A lot of you. You're not going to do it by stopping others from their plans. While you try to hold others back, you're going to hold yourself back trying to hold others back. Okay. There is an abundance that you can manifest, but you've got to focus. You've got to stay focused. So this moon is going to be really, really good for that focus. And this moon, I feel, is going to be good for those of you that are trying to get your mind off of negative stuff, your mother, your father, the bad energy that's been in your life. You want to stop manifesting it through your mind, because after all, we manifest everything is manifested through your mind. Everything. Okay. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, what messages do you have for the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. For the new moon coming up on December the 7th. Hey, Shania, hello. Okay, awesome. So you are wondering if you'll get approved for an apartment. Okay. December 7th for the new moon in Sagittarius of 2018. Okay. So Aries, you guys got the Three of Wands. I need to clarify what this is for the Aries. Give me some clarity. I feel like for the new moon, Aries, you are going to be receiving some blessings that are going to get you past a blockage that is coming through your root chakra, and like as far as like with your energy. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it has something to do with your growth as a person, you wanting to grow up, you wanting to be independent, you wanting to be out on your own, as opposed to, being, and I feel like there is some sort of injury or something, some sort of trauma, because the Star card comes up. But then it also represents like a balance, because the Star card can represent having a healthy balance between spirit and the earthly physical realm. There's a lot of people that have an issue. This is why Aquarius comes up, because it's not just a physical side of yourself that you have to fulfill, but there's also that spiritual side of yourself. So there's balancing worldly living with spiritual, with, the unknown, the deep. It's being in between there. But then again, also the Star card represents hope and renewal. I feel like there is going to be some energy that is going to, and then also a lot of you are going to learn the difference between what you demand and what you what you and what you need. So really, to be honest with you, a lot of things are never based upon need, but just more so energy. So I feel like that's what you're going to be dealing with as far as like with trying to get past a blockage. There's like a blockage in your creativity. There's like a blockage in what am I trying to think? What is the word that I'm looking for? It's about what it is that you want versus what you need. And usually what you desire is going to be easier to get. Okay? Because willpower is stronger than need. You know? Okay? And I feel like there is a blockage that you guys are trying to remove, and that's what it's based upon. It's based upon your willpower versus what you need. And I think that you can obtain more as manifesting, Aries, if you focus more so on what it is you want than what you need. Okay? Because there's a difference between being needy and then going out and getting what you want. There's a big difference. Okay, it's a totally different mindset that you're going to be in. Okay, when you're out there saying, oh my God, I need this and I need that, and you're overwhelmed and you're feeling that way. The way to get yourself unstuck from that is to possibly heal your root chakra. I feel like a lot of you might be feeling like you're having a hard time surviving. And it's not just about survival, but it's also about being able to enjoy life. There is a huge difference between running 100 miles a minute and being able to ease through life. Okay, so I feel like that's where the blockage is at. And I feel like that's what a lot of you are going to see with this new moon. So you guys got more of like a spiritual, you guys are going through more of a deep spiritual change of growth. And as far as you being responsible and you seeing. So also I feel like there's going to be an epiphany. I feel like a lot of you are going to have a lot of you Aries are going to have an aha moment, which those are very, very good, because I feel like that is what's going to push you through whatever this blockage is, which I believe it's a creative blockage. This is going to be for those of you that possibly either can sing, dance, act, whatever it is that you want to do. I feel like it's a blockage that you're trying to get through, or just in general for the Aries people. Okay. Okay. For the Tauruses, you guys got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is going to represent some kind of new beginning for the Tauruses. Okay, so Taurus people, I feel like there's some kind of new beginning coming up for the new moon. It does have something to do with money as well as spiritual growth for the Tauruses in general. Give me some clarity for the Tauruses, please. Yeah. There's a change coming. Definitely having to do with a relationship. Either that you're involved with or you're going to be involved with. Five of Wands represents getting through a negative time. Like I feel like there's I feel like right now a lot of you Tauruses are possibly going through that, but for the new moon, I feel like your focus is possibly going to change. The Two of Wands represents possible new relationship. Hey, hey, Buster Koger, hello. The Geminis, you guys got the Wheel of Fortune. So depending on your headspace, Gemini, you are either going to be somebody that is either you're going to manifest a lot of money on the new moon, like even possibly have a lot of good luck. Like the Wheel of Fortune is a good omen. It's a good card to get. But it also represents a huge change that's coming for the Geminis. Spirit guides, give me some clarity on the Wheel of the Year. Yeah, the Strength card comes up. So there's definitely something that's going to manifest something huge. I feel like with that card coming up. Yeah, money. It's money. Either that or healing energy to where you're overcoming something. And since definitely that a lot of you Geminis, that there is an earth sign that seems to have your mind. Either a Virgo, it's either a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. A lot of y'all are dealing with some kind of issue, love relationship that involves an earth sign individual, or it could be a fire sign individual. But I feel like you're going to be moving on from them. The Eight of Swords comes up. So you're going to be working through that on the new moon. I can see a lot of you Geminis just really, really thinking about moving forward and not being controlled in the mind by that person. I feel like the person has you under some kind of mind control. Okay, to where they have rented a space in your head. Hi, Deanna Walton. Yeah, whoever they are, they've got your mind so heavily, and you can't seem to focus on a lot of things. Well, I can see things coming back into focus for you. Okay, some kind of big change is coming. It's going to be different for different Geminis, but I can sense major change coming. Cancer's got the World card, meaning that you're going to be feeling like all is well and how it should be. Okay, so that represents balance. It represents harmony. In the Druid Craft Tarot, the World card replaces the Ferulent replaces the World card in the traditional. Clarify the World card, spirits. Somebody said, will the new moon start your car up? It's a possibility. It is a possibility. So Cancers, you guys are completing a cycle. The cycle and the boundary has been reached. The World card represents completion. You're ending something either with a water sign or an air sign. The Four of Cups comes up, the Four of Swords comes up, and then the Ten of Swords comes up. So I feel as though a lot of you are going to be working out some kind of emotional issue. But I feel like it's all for the better. I can definitely see a lot of you Cancers. Either you are going to, because the new moon, that's the 7th, right? Which is going to be on a Friday. So a lot of you are, I can see a lot of you Cancers, you know, kind of in the house on Friday night, maybe possibly, you know, watching some kind of melodrama, and possibly in one of those emotional states that cancers go into. But you're gonna like, because cancers are really in tune with that moon. So cancers know intuitively that when they go through things like that, it's for the better, because I feel like a lot of you're going to release. It's going to be some kind of totality moment for a lot of you cancers, to where, you may be like, you may even look back on the past and be reminded of something that hurt you, but you're going to be feeling like, you know what? I made it through that and I'm good. So I can definitely see that. But the word and are a lot of you cancers are going to be doing some exploring. Either way, it's going to be good for you. Like, for example, some of you may decide that you want to go and take a walk and, out by a lake or something. Maybe some of you may decide you want to go and something outdoorsy is what I can see for some of you. Either you're out or you're in, but whatever the case is, I feel like something is ending. And that's actually a good thing, because have y'all ever had some stuff going on and that's all you wanted it to do was to end? That is what's coming up for a lot of you cancers. It's over. It's ending. I can see a relationship with a cancer Scorpio or a Pisces cancer that didn't want to let go. I can see a lot of you cancers moving away from that. I can see a lot of you cancers getting away from that, getting peace. The Four of Swords comes up. So making peace with something that hurt you in the past and moving past it. So I feel like this new moon is going to be excellent, especially with the Chariot showing up. So don't forget that the universal cards apply to everybody. Okay, so you know how just recently, you guys, I got my new car and stuff. Well, it's not new, but I got a car. And so that is the Chariot. It represents transportation. And you know what? It has been so good for me having my car. It has. I didn't even realize how therapeutic it would be for me to get out and drive myself, because I got tired of using Uber and stuff, y'all, because I've always had a car. I've always, and when you're doing that, you are very limited. So I feel a lot better now that I have a vehicle. Okay. So a lot of you may decide, you want to get a car. That could be one of the things for a lot of you, because I know that for me, I work from home. So, a lot of hey Alyssa. So a lot of y'all might be feeling trapped by not having transportation universally, just to let you guys know. So yeah. So the Chariot does represent that, and it also represents focus. Then also things are very balanced. I'm seeing things as being very balanced. And then, like I said, distancing yourself from something. Focus on that, Cancer. Seriously. If it's something that's bad for you, don't deal with it. Get back to being you. Break all that down. Break all that programming down. Even if you got to sit there and you got to cry, because, sometimes you got to do that, because it can be that messed up. Because you know what? I've actually had people sending so much negative subliminal and subconscious messages. It's terrible. The way a lot of people are doing. And I can see you ending things with somebody that just did that to you, mess with your mind, wanted to make you feel insecure, wanted to make you feel emotionally not together. I can tell a lot of you cancers are going to end a cycle with either that person or that energy, or maybe even that association. So the Ten of Swords comes up representing a group of people, or it could be family, or it could be, definitely could be family, showing a dysfunctional. Hold on, honey. What? Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so sorry about that. I had to make sure that my son was decent, and yeah, because he likes to, you know how kids are, especially kids his age. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing for the Cancers. You ending a cycle having to do with some kind of icky relationship emotionally where somebody was not emotionally. Don't ever look, love yourself. Don't ever be in a relationship with somebody that's narcissistic or somebody that's abusive to you, Cancer. Don't do it. Don't do it no more. So I can see you ending things, but things being good. Okay. And that's actually a good thing when you end stuff with people that are bad for you. Okay. All right. Moving on to the Leos. Leos got the Knight of Pentacles, so I can see prosperity coming for the new moon for a lot of you Leos, and particularly for those of you that either have lovers that like to lavish you with gifts, okay, or those of you that have a lover. I can see your lover just being like, I've got extra money, like, do you need for me to give you extra money for like Christmas or for bills or whatever? Okay. What are we going to do for Christmas dinner? Let's get something really expensive and do something really lavish for Christmas. Guys, let me tell y'all something. I love to cook, and we're gonna have a cooking channel coming up. Like really, literally. I made some chicken last night. Bay leaves in chicken. You got to add the bay leaves to the chicken. To the baked chicken. I will never make baked chicken ever again without bay leaves. It was so freaking delicious. So like, but anyway, I was actually talking about how I want to make like a rack of lamb for Christmas, or either a duck. I want to cook duck and just like a really lavish, well thought out gourmetish type of meal for the holidays. Okay. So that's the kind of stuff I like to talk about. I like, I just, you know. So anyway, let's do some clarifying though around this Knight of Pentacles and see what energy the Knight of Pentacles is bringing into the reading. See, Nine of Cups. What I tell y'all, good food that is Ace of Cups. Okay, and then the Page of Wands. So a lot of you are going to get some kind of message. I can see somebody contacting you that you may not have heard from in a while, Leo. I can see them contacting you in or around the new moon. Okay, and just you being very happy. Definitely, can see abundance and prosperity coming for a lot of you Leos if you play your cards right. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is where wishes are coming true. And I can see that manifesting, okay, for the new moon. So congratulations to all the Leos. Yeah, that's good for you. That is good for you. Walking away from a narcissist is good for you. Absolutely. Congratulations for doing that. Okay. Welcome to the real world too, because they will have you wrapped up in some kind of delusion. Okay. So yeah, and they try to shame women and force us to stay with stuff like that. So yeah, you're welcome. All right. So yeah, peace, love, and happiness are coming to the Leos, and I can honestly see a lot of you Leos just really planning your Christmas dinner. And I can also see you planning your Christmas dinner with either a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. And I can just really see you guys like really putting time into it. So some of you may either have like either a partner or a friend or somebody close to you that is into that kind of stuff and just really into lavish type of cooking, to where, you actually take the time out to perfectly season your food, with fresh herbs. Like literally, that is my favorite thing in the whole wide world is fresh herbs. Okay. So some of you may decide you want to start a garden or something, you know, maybe an herb garden too. So I can actually see that as well. Whatever it is, I feel like you're going to be happy. I can see happiness, okay, just in general. All right. Virgo's got the Lovers. So Virgos, you have got some sort of huge love manifestation. So the Lovers is a crossroads, okay? Absolutely. You're at a crossroads on the new moon. But I can see a huge energy shift in your love life. In general, I feel like a lot of you Virgos are going to feel like you're ready to move forward. And I was actually talking about this earlier today. Don't ever try to move forward. Keep it moving all the time. Seriously. That's why the Chariot represents the Cancer. That's, you know, you honestly, you got to keep it moving. You do. You've spent enough time dilly-dallying over this person, and it's time for you to love yourself. I feel like the Lovers represents a relationship with self as well. Then also, I feel like a lot of you Virgos are going to hear from someone, either by letter, email, or by phone. Okay, so the Lovers can represent an actual lover that is contacting you. Okay, definitely a huge energy shift for the Virgos with their love life. You gonna send something to me? That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, clarify the Lovers for the Virgos. I want to get some more clarity on what's going on. Okay, so the Four of Cups comes up, the Ten of Wands, and the Chariot. See, so you got the Chariot twice. So remember I said it's about moving forward. A lot of you Virgos you're going to overcome some stuff. You spent at least the past 4 to 10 years, possibly longer, tripping off of this person that has been either long gone or not for you. Part of the reason is possibly generational. You know, I can see a lot of you Virgos having mothers or fathers that, you know, literally never moved on, you know, from your father, and that resulted in a generational hex. So I can see a lot of you Virgos moving on from that, you know, or either focusing on moving on. The Chariot represents moving forward, you know, that's good. I feel like it's a boundary or a time frame that has been reached. It's been way too long. It's time for you to move on. And as soon as you do that, somebody perfect, I can see somebody perfect coming into your life. Now, one thing that I will tell a lot of you Virgos is that, yes, there is somebody coming back in from the past, because I know a lot of y'all have been wanting that. What it was that person was just way too sensitive and scary. They just couldn't deal with it. They was either scared of your father, scared of your mother, scared of your brothers. And I do see that person contacting you, and they are more so in a place to where they're ready to move forward. It's been forever. You waited forever, Virgo. But so I do see for some of you, yeah, I can see that person getting in touch with you. Absolutely. And, you know, I think probably like the same problems with that person are still probably going to exist. But at least now they've conjured up enough courage to move forward with you. So the Chariot is not just by yourself moving on. The Chariot is finding that perfect person for you, or that person finding somebody that's for you, even if it's at that moment. Okay, because the Chariot is always balanced. You see, it's a divine masculine and it's a divine feminine. Okay, I'm going to go to a little break, guys, before I finish the rest of the readings. Okay, so I will be back. Okay, Zelda. Taurus fussing. We'll have to get, we just, we gotta know All right, guys, I am back. I needed to take a little quick break, okay? Because these readings, boy, they can really wipe you out. Okay. All right, I'm back. So let's take through Pisces. Okay, so Libra's got the 7 of Swords for the new moon. So I feel like the Seven of Swords is all about your focus and your intent and what it is that you're manifesting through your mind. Okay. I feel like that's what it's all about. The Seven of Swords does also represent some kind of treachery or bad energy that you may be dealing with around the new moon, which could be people that you can't trust, maybe people talking about you, maybe there's somebody that might be lying to you or something like that, or lying on you. Okay, there was like a bunch of cards fell out, but we're going to just clarify this a little bit neater than that. Clarify the Seven of Swords for the Libra spirits. Okay. So the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Feel like there is some sort of situation that, or person I feel like you're moving on from. And I can tell that it's going to be happening around the new moon, because whoever this person is, I feel like you're going to be getting away from people that you can't trust. Okay, I feel like you're going to be getting away from that. I feel like it's a chapter of your life that you're going to get away from. You know, that's just like, you know, how when somebody is constantly going through like a drama series, or I feel like that's what it is. I feel like you got bad people in your life. I feel like you got people in your life, Libra, that don't serve your higher purpose, and you're going to get away from them, is what I feel for a lot of you Libras. And that's actually very positive. Now, I feel like the reason why the Seven of Swords comes up is because around this time, there is going to be some kind of negativity that is going to manifest, okay, within your life, but it's meant to teach you something. And it's also meant for you to move away. So I feel like there's going to be either some kind of consciousness in your mind as far as getting on with it, or moving past it, or getting back to being happy. You know what I mean? Some kind of something that you're moving on from. But I feel like it's going to be in like going more so several days out, or even through the month of December, because you can tell that it's some kind of confusion. Definitely some kind of confusion that's going on in your life right now. Okay. Scorpio's got the Emperor. So the Emperor tells me that I feel like the Emperor represents abundance. So this is somebody that's coming into your life, or maybe it represents an abundance, or maybe it represents you, or it could be a person in your life that, you know, just basically has it. You know, they just, you know, the Emperor is just like the Empress. Okay, the Empress represents abundance and money. The Emperor represents the same thing. Okay, represents you know, represents abundance and prosperity and protection. You see how he's holding a gold ball. You know, it almost looks like a crystal ball. Okay. So I can see some kind of abundance, maybe a job, maybe a new job, a promotion for the Scorpios. The Emperor is actually a very good job, a very good card to get. Also, I can see promotions to where you are management, to where now you're the manager. Okay. And I feel like you're more so running things. For some of you, it's not even about getting a raise, but it's more so about having the control that you need over the department, or over the stuff that you want. Also, it represents a possible commitment to a relationship or either an approval. Maybe a possible approval for an apartment, school. Maybe you're going to get into college. Maybe you're going to get something. You're going to be accepted into something is typically what that represents. So I'm going to ask Spirit. Typically, it's like a traditional marriage or something. So it could represent a new lover. The emperor could be a new lover. And it could definitely be an Aries. And an Aries and a Scorpio would actually go together very good. Okay, I think an Aries and a Scorpio would be a good match. Okay. Spirit guides, clarify the Emperor for the Scorpios. I'm going to do some compatibility readings too, because we need to probably upgrade the compatibility readings because we've been kind of going with the same thing for years and years and years. So maybe it's time to do an upgrade. Yep. You got a love offer coming. You got some success coming. Beautiful and big time change. So you going like literally, I feel like the Scorpios, you're going to be feeling really, really either heavily weighed down possibly or elated. You know, you're going to definitely feel this one. This is a huge energy shift coming up for the Scorpios, for the new moon. You got the Page of Cups, which could represent a love offer being made or some kind of abundance, comfort and joy and happiness. You can see it. The sun is amazing. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, honey. The sun is amazing in this one. And then, so that represents success, money, okay, happiness, peace, joy. And, you know, and you can see an energy shift happening. That's change that's coming, okay, which is actually the change that you've been wanting for, either the change that was meant to be for you. Something is going to come in. I feel like it's going to be money, definitely money or something. It could be something involving either a Leo, Aries, or it could also be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. That could be a new lover that's coming in. So the Scorpios, you guys are going to have like a huge energy shift. If you're already involved with somebody, they're going to like make a commitment to you. They're going to also give you some kind of emotional fulfillment. You know, like when somebody finally says to you like what you needed to hear, you know, and you knew that they meant it, you know. So I can definitely see that coming, okay, for a lot of you. The sweet nectar of love. The sweet nectar of love. All right, Sagittarius has got the 7 of Pentacles. So a lot of you are going through a healing process. You got to heal your mind before everything else will heal, Sagittarius. So keep that in mind. You want to focus and concentrate on healing your thoughts and your perceptions. That's where you need to start, is right here. There's many, many different ways of doing that. Watching who you have daily conversations with, watching what you watch on TV or YouTube every day, watching who you are subscribed to every single day, watching how you think, watching how you speak to yourself. Don't say negative stuff to yourself. Don't say negative things to the people around you. This is how you keep the energy flowing and energy good. So it starts right here, Sagittarius. It starts right here. Okay. Give me some clarity on the 7 of Pentacles for the Sagittarius. I bet you the spirits are going to tell you the same exact thing that I just said. Yep. 8 of Swords. The Hanged Man. 6 of Wands. Yep. Exactly what I just said. What I will tell you is that I can possibly see somebody coming back into the picture, but I feel like there's some things that you need to see, some things that you need to wake up to or open up to. And like I said, Sagittarius are having an issue with their Venus. I had a hard time doing the Sagittarius Venus reading. I did. Very hard time. I have to go back and redo it. I was not satisfied with it. It just wasn't right. I couldn't think straight. So your Venus is connected to your creativity, your love, your sensuality, your ability to live within the moment, your ability to appreciate, really your ability to appreciate yourself, to love yourself. So I'm going to do that Venus reading for you guys, the Venus in Sagittarius, for people that are in Sagittarius. But I think for the Sagittarius, is you guys have had an issue. Then also you keep sacrificing yourself for somebody else's plight. And you got to stop doing that. That's an imbalance in my opinion. You know, you're literally living, it's almost like a ghost is controlling you. But you're watching it happen, and you've got to overcome that. It's almost like your negative subconscious controls all of your actions as well. Everything is very, very difficult, and it just doesn't seem to flow too well for me. In particular for this Hanged Man card. The Hanged Man card represents a sacrifice, and so does the Six of Wands. I feel like I can see a lot of you Sagittarius is risking your love life for some political gain or political viewpoint. Like, are you serious? Do you really allow religion and politics to dictate your happiness and your love life? I wouldn't. Clarify the Hanged Man. You need to work on your love life. Yeah. So I can see a love offer being made to some of y'all, and I can also see you focusing on love, you needing to focus on love and happiness, and stop focusing so much on religion and politics and, whether or not those people over there didn't do this or that. You need to focus on and make it a priority. Make yourself a priority. Quit being a martyr. Relax and enjoy yourself. Okay? I've noticed that with Sagittarius, they can really, really be so uptight when it comes to that. And you know what? There are certain things that are a hard, there are things that are a hard limit for me also. So if it's a hard limit and you don't like it, then stay away from it. Why focus on things that you don't like? That's what's keeping you where you're at. Focus on your life and focus on manifesting the things that you want in life and your happiness. And then also, if you want to make a difference, then do something to make a difference, but don't just completely say screw it all because you don't like the way they did that down the street. Because everybody has the right to choose a different path. Okay, and then also you're paying so much attention to other things because you're trying to avoid looking at yourself. Okay, and that you're doing is not going to last that long because it's going to lead to anxiety frequencies and unsettled spirits. You need to focus on your self-love, and when you do that self-love thing, true self-love and having compassion and empathy with yourself. Okay, this is not all about this, you have to have a balance. Okay, that's why that pentacle is there, because you have not had that balance. That's why you got the Seven of Pentacles. The pentacle is earth, air, fire, and water, and spirit, and it's all in balance. That's what a pentacle or a pentagram is. You are trying to heal that balance because of some sort of ego blowing experience. But you can't go through life basing it on ego, because your ego that's not what it's about, especially when it comes to what it is that you're trying to manifest in your life. So there's a repeating message for the Sagittarius is you guys got the Seven of Pentacles twice, because remember, the Seven of Pentacles came up in the universal. So if you got a repeating number or a repeating card, okay, that means that it's a repeating message. It's almost like a Morse code from your spirits. So in particular, going back to the Libras got 3 sevens. The Sagittarius has got 3 sevens as well. Okay. So if you got a corresponding number, then that is a repeating message coming from your spirit guides. Okay. Moving on to the Capricorns, you guys got the Temperance card. So there is some sort of attachment that a lot of you are trying to detach yourselves from, whether or not it's a lower aspect of yourself. Perhaps it's a lesser mature aspect of yourself. I'm going to do some clarity around Temperance. Temperance usually represents when you are going to need to have patience, though, and you're going to need to pace yourself. So, and then also I feel as though Temperance can represent where you're going through some kind of spiritual energy shift and you need to call upon your spirit guides. So a lot of y'all need to be reminded of the spirit guides that you have. And then also some of you will need protection. Spirit guides, give me some clarity on the Temperance card. Okay, see, Page of Swords, Five of Wands. There's a messenger coming with some negative news. I can see that. But I feel like I can see a lot of you Capricorns breaking down and either crying or letting something go. I feel like it's a curse that's going to come that day, but it's going to actually turn into a blessing. So I feel like the spirits are really going to be testing the Capricorns on the new moon. There's a blessing that's coming, but there's definitely something that you need to overcome. First of all, you need to quit wasting so much energy on a lot of this. A lot of your brain power, okay, is being spent on, things that, you need to cut the cord to. And really what you have to do is that, depending on your comfort, maybe you'll have to cut the cord once a month, every new moon, until that thing is over or done or overcame, or either you do it every couple of months. So, I feel like a lot of you are going to have some kind of roughness that comes through, but then also good energy is going to come through. And I feel like you're going to release energy that day, whether or not you're going to do it through your communication with either a person. I can see somebody coming to you with some crazy stuff. And I feel like things are going to be going so well for you that that person is not going to be able to really bother you. But then again, you want to wake up every morning and speak your intent of protection around yourself every day, for real. And it does work. But, so I can see somebody coming at some of y'all with some mess, and you're just like, whatever. Okay, I'm feeling good. I'm eating good. I got everything that I need or want, not need, but want. I got everything that I want. I earned my worth. I got my worth. Okay, at least at the moment, this is what it's worth. Okay, so I feel like you got that codependent energy coming for you that day, but I can see on or around the new moon within that time period. So just remember that, okay? The Aquarius has got the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you Aquariuses, that represents some sort of manifestation of money, some kind of blessing. Okay, it might be new clients, it might be new business that's going to come in. So whether or not you're a hairdresser or, you know, you're a tarot card reader or whatever it is that you do, I can see that money coming in. Some kind of money manifestation for the Aquariuses, okay? Also, I can see you, some of you are going to get a job. I can see new jobs coming up, new jobs as well as promotions, okay? I can see financial growth for a lot of you Aquariuses, okay? Spirit, give me some clarity for the Aquariuses. Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, Four of Swords. Beautiful. Okay. So I feel like emotionally, you Aquariuses are feeling good on the new moon. I feel like it's, you know, we went through a cycle. The new moon is the new beginning. I can definitely see new love. That energy is going to manifest. It's almost like a curse is lifting off of your creativity. And I can see love coming in. I can see that some of you are going to either be fertile. Maybe some of you are going to find out that you're pregnant. Okay. Could be that. Also, the Four of Swords represents getting peace and rest and separating yourself from mentally separating yourself from things that don't serve you. That's why they always show the Three Swords lying down, because the person has overcame them. Okay. And they're sort of, you know, they have peace. They're ready in case you're, you know, and they've had healing and peace. And they're like, you know what? I'm not going to let you do this to me anymore. You see how this person is fighting back? Okay. And taking their own personal space back. I can really see a lot of you guys really just feeling very good. Like that energy, there's an energy that's going to come to the Aquariuses that is just going to be amazing, especially cups. That's a really good card that represents happiness and peace and tranquility. Okay. Last but not least, we got the Pisces. You guys got the Ace of Swords. Some kind of new beginning. I feel like a lot of you Pisceans are going to cut ties with certain attachments that may not have served you, that may have been holding you back spiritually. Feel like you're going to free your mind or free yourself. Like some of you may even quit your jobs. Some of you may even let some things go that are holding you back tremendously. Okay, a card fell out. So you guys also got the Ace of Pentacles that comes up. Is she? Zelda? Spirit guides, give me some clarity on the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're going to be, you know what? And then another thing, I feel like a lot of you Pisceans are going to decide that you're going to start your own businesses. And you're going to like possibly leave your jobs. You're going to leave your jobs, or maybe you started your own business several months ago and you're possibly going to be leaving your job because your business took off so well, is what I can see happening. Or either you just starting out your business brand new, and like, because you got two aces and then the Eight of Swords and the Hanged Man. So yeah, and then the Six of Wands comes up. So there's some sort of success that I can see, and I can see you guys saying, okay, well, you know what, this right here is something that I no longer want to focus on anymore. You know, and it's nothing wrong with that. Like when somebody tells you especially if it's a situation and it's like, okay, you know, my focus has changed a whole lot. So I'm focusing on this more. So I don't really want to focus on this. And then you got people that are just like, no, but I want you to continue to focus on this. But you're like, no, I'm ready to focus on something else. So that's what I can see a lot of you Pisceans doing coming up for the new moon. And you're freeing yourself of that baggage. Okay. And it's going to bring you an abundance. It is. It's going to bring you an abundance what you're doing. You are cutting the chain. It's almost like cutting chains. The Ace of Swords, because, you know, the place where they get you is in your mind. And that's why the Eight of Swords came up. So it's where you're imprisoned in your mind and you think all of these limited belief systems, but then you're freeing yourself. So when that does happen, all of a sudden the abundance comes in. Like, for example, if you're, you know, for example, like if you have your own business and your business takes off and, you know, all of a sudden you go from earning 20,000 a year to earning 200,000 or 300,000 a year. But I feel like there was a blockage that was sort of in some of you guys' minds to where it kept you with, it was like a glass ceiling. It was like a limit. And I feel like a lot of you are stepping out that limit. You're going into the outer limits. Okay, to where you start to think bigger and you start to understand that when your mind starts to expand, then so does everything else, including, you know, your finances, and you know things begin to change, because a change of mind is a change of everything. You know, everything comes from your mind. You know, I'm one of those people. I believe that the brain is what pumps the heart. Duh, obviously, right? But there's a lot of people that don't think that. They think that the heart kind of operates on its own. Well, everything is governed by your brain and what you think. And you know what I'm saying? And what you're focused on. Okay. So, and then also meditation. I feel like meditation is going to be something good. What spirits want you guys to know. And I will be doing more meditation because I kind of went away from doing that. I used to do a lot of meditation, but you know what, guys? I'm going to start doing ASMR meditation videos. I just got to get my equipment set up and everything because, you know, a lot of people tell me that I have a really soothing voice and everything, and I want to start doing that and start doing things a lot more quietly, because I've been working with Shiva as far as with, you know, doing my meditations and everything, and then also yoga. So yeah, so that's something that the spirits want you to know. And then also deep breathing. Okay, and breathing in good thoughts. Breathing in good thoughts. It's a breathing exercise that I've been trying and I've been sort of testing on my clients, in particular the ones that get the healing video sessions from me. So I've got all that available on the website. That is, you guys, is universal and all signs reading for the new moon in Sagittarius. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Again, if you guys need to reach me for a reading or either spell or consultation work, the link is below. I am offering a holiday special on all of my spell workings, 20, 30, or either 40% off. And then also my readings are on sale for the holidays as well. Okay. So happy holidays to you guys. And I look forward to speaking with you. Have a wonderful evening. Hit that thumbs up. Breathe in the positive thoughts. Drink the positive thoughts. Okay. And make sure that everything that you do, and then your mind and your body and your health will start to change. Okay. So I'll see you guys later. Namaste.